Right. Oh, match immediately. Won't have to talk about a bunch of random stuff. Alright. This is someone we know. And this is not a particularly good 2-5. And what you really want to be doing here is thin with Urchin Mercenary and the throning patrols, throning wine merchants, that kind of thing. We're going to start Faithful Hound Cobbler, I guess. That's not great, but it's what we can do. We think that Hound is better than nothing. If anything, we'll get to discard it to Urchin and Mercenary a bunch. So, yeah. I guess he's probably looking at this going, what the hell? He has the 5-2 also. Or not a 3 whatever split. Don't manage to seed Cobbler. It's not good. We will this turn. I guess we're gonna go with another Urchin. And then Cobbler can hopefully either gain into it or... Okay. Say gain a dungeon here. Which isn't really thrilling to... Yeah. So he sees that dungeon. That's going to be really helpful on that end. Gain dungeon. Really hope to not draw Urchin. Okay, we do. I guess we'll take a second Cobbler. We have a dungeon to start out this turn, so it's not going to be like worst thing ever. He does collide, doesn't collide. Remains to be seen. Guess he doesn't. Okay. Okay. So we are going to get them next turn. That kind of makes me want this to be a throne room. Just to get some amount of village effect. Let's do that. Good news is he's going to have to trigger this shuffle before he gets his mark in. Setting aside the Faithful Hound doesn't actually do too much here. Okay, so get Merc in there. I think I do want to play this. It's a little bit aggressive, but it gets the shuffle going with the Merc in it. Please don't draw the Mercenary. Okay. At this point, sure. Let's add some additional draw like that. Alright. This Cobbler gain. Maybe Hound. We know that there's a Mercenary and a dungeon down there. So Hound would be a bit of a step to, what's it? It would be for the dungeon. Okay, mercenary. Yes, I want a second one. Yeah, let's keep drawing. And another throne room would be nice. Or more throne room, just generally. I don't particularly need this patrol, but I'm not, well, it could be a throne room, just here, buy throne room, gain Dutton, or play cobbler. That sounds pretty fine, actually. We can gain throne with the cobbler, throne, hound, do something. So something like this, we are kind of expecting to discard again. But, oh well. Yeah. Considering that I have another mercenary in there, I kind of think I want it to be the dungeon that we or the merc that we discard. Well, that may be also a little mindlessly aggressive. Yeah, let's do it. Like, the sooner I can start getting big turns off, the better. This is going to help do that. Guess we end up throwing a mercenary if we like play patrol. Okay. We can top deck throne merc here. Dungeon. Discard. Hound. Copper. Throne. Merc. No. Trash 2. Done. Trash 2. I guess we'll just do this one. Trash once. Or twice. I don't know that it matters a whole lot. We're buying wine merchant here. Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. Play cobbler. Alright, so this is a good starting hand. Our gain is possibly dungeon, though I kind of don't need it. It could be workshop, actually. I think workshop's going to be best. Can gain throne rooms, gain urchins, and even. So he gets a bit of a turnoff here for him. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to be on his side. Okay, so dungeon. Alright. I don't really want the merc. So this is going to be gaining a workshop. I'm going to throne, Hound, throne, workshop, 2 thrones, throne, patrol, throne, wine merchant. I don't know if there's really a point in continuing. Actually there is. That's alright. Let's merc those 2. Don't trash. So I can get the last throne room, and I can get a wine merchant. I think that's gonna be what I want to do. So throne room and a wine merchant, and buys play the cobbler. And then this is a drawing hand, throne patrol. I think he should be have a somewhat difficult time drawing. I think my gain is probably Urchin. Okay, he gives up, I think, appropriately. And sure. What is this? Faithful Hound is all the draw. Recruiter is amazing as usual. Start is, I think, 2 silvers and a Hound. I think that's your best way to do Recruiter early. So let's start out with the 2 silvers. I guess it doesn't really matter. I had a question of how much you want to do like vampire stuff versus anything else. I guess you could go Delve Hound. I'm not seeing much of anything else. I guess Squire is an option. You want like 1 of those, or 2 of those? The other buys is the main thing. Okay, take Squire. This will be, I think, another Delve Hound. It could be Delve Squire. Let's try Delve Squire. And then this turn we should end up getting up to Recruiter. I don't think I'm going to want to add another silver. Even though it will be a possibility. It takes Vampire. Huh. I do not like that. I guess if you're going to hit another 5, we're just going to add Recruiter, though. You're going to hit another 5. Bless it. You don't. Okay. Well, that's good news. I guess at this point it could be vampire. Sure. Vampire, probably another recruiter, if I can do that. Which, I don't think there's a way that I can't do that here, so... yeah. We could recruit the squire, that would be brash. That'd gain like a vampire. That actually doesn't sound like the worst thing ever. And then buy another recruiter. Okay, this will be buy squire, gain, I don't know. Oh, faithful hound, that's bad. So we buy squire, gain. Carriage. Pretty happy with where that's at. I could start with an Necropolis. It seems unlikely that I would want to trash it this turn. I'm going to need to do something about these hounds, otherwise I'm just going to lose because I can't draw. So let's just buy one of those. I probably don't need a ton of hounds, I just need to figure out a way to get them in hand. Count can potentially do that. This will be carriage. Necropolis may be my preferred trash here, so we're going to play the Hound without the Necropolis. Might lose a villager, so what? There's Delve Recruiter. We can get villagers really anytime we end up wanting. Two buys. Do I want to empty Hound? Not particularly. I think we'll just take two of them and then trash out coppers. Gives me 4, just should be enough. If everything else is going better too. Yeah, this is an ugly draw. He's up to 3 vampires. I might want a second squire. I need squires. 3 in the trash. Okay. I guess I missed him trashing one of them once. I might take some here. Like, there's valuable too, so the piles kind of go quick. And like, if I have the opportunity, this turn might be Hound Squire. That would make it so that I don't really have to put a count in, which would be a really nice thing to have happen. One last card is a bat then. Wait, no, it can't. How is it a bat? No, this is going to be cemetery? Oh, okay. I think I'm just going to take Hound Squire. Count on having more buys. He's recruiting a lot of squire. That is a little bit curious to me, because those are plus buy. I guess vampire sort of qualifies, but... doesn't quite do as good a job. Maybe. We'll find out. Okay, delusion, that's not gonna be terribly meaningful. Or I trash a silver and get to put a bunch of hounds in the start of my hand. I did discard 2 recruiters, which is going to be fairly annoying. Autoplay might have actually hurt there. Okay, there's a recruiter. Let's trash out mirror, discard hound. Trash out silver, play carriage, play squire for buys. I guess I don't need the buys because they're diluted. We'll gain a silver. And this will be vampire. Vampire can gain treasure. That'll be useful for ghost, assuming that I get to do it. And then we'll ghost the treasure back to coppers. And this looks okay. A lot of vampire over there. No squire. 3 vampires. I guess they can drain carriage fast, but I don't know, man. This game disturbs me because I don't quite have a handle on what my opponent is doing. I don't think hexes are that impactful. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe he'll just take both haunted mirrors to deny me the haunted mirrors. Nope. You need a squire. I'm not, like, completely missing something. I hope I'm not completely missing something. I feel like I must be completely missing something. Okay, province, greed, fine. Annoying because of the top deck. Envy is bad because silver, but I have money coming in from treasure, and that's it. Okay. We will take 1 mirror, and we will take 1 silver. Play the carriage. Hound. Done so far. Let's recruiter. We're going to want to play this twice. Once for mirror. And once for silver. Hound. Where'd I get this vampire from? The heck? An extra vampire. I have no idea where it's from. Let's take squire actions, recruiter, trash copper, hound, squire buys. Okay. think I'm just going to delve province here. Unless I can win. Can I win? That would have been something good to think about earlier. No, we can also take fleet. We're going to take delve fleet, I think. Fleet. We have a Hound going into the next hand. Let's trash out 2 coppers. We can gain a carriage. Gain carriage. And then just keep the vamp around. Okay, that actually worked perfectly. That could have been a really kind of a bad shuffle. Do I want another treasure? Not really. He only has the 1 ghost. Yeah, let's keep it as vamp for now. Oh, is this a dud? This could be a dud. No. That is not a dud. It's probably about time to ditch my recruiter as well. My second recruiter. Like last turn, had I seen it earlier, I could have taken the other squire for buys, potentially emptied carriage, fleet squires. No, that wasn't going to happen. Alright. Should have been thinking about it earlier, but at least this way I can feel like less of an idiot. 3 carriages to 5. It's not great. Not great, not great. No squires over there. I wonder if this just ends up being a fleet buy. Like... maybe. Almost has to be, doesn't it? There's going to be a temptation to gain a ghost this turn, just to guarantee, oh, yuck. Hound in the next hand. Okay. Famine does nothing except put a Hound in my hand and place the silver that I just top decked somewhere else, so that's good. I'm really surprised you didn't go up to 2 ghosts. It seems like such a normal thing to do. I gain another ghost. And I pile. I can do like ghost treasure, ghost account. Anyways. Let's call some carriages. I only have 3 of them. That seems fine. No. Recruit. Maybe the bat. No. Has to be silver. I could gain a vampire. I don't know if that's a good thing. Might be. Let's recruit this squire to a vampire. Recruit squire to vampire. Get a ghost? No, we can't get another ghost and draw. Well, we could. We'd be carriaging the treasure to... Yeah, that seems fine. So let's get another vampire. Treasure. Gain this. Call. Trash. Discard Hound. Draw those 2. Take buys. This is 13. So we'd be doing like squire, 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 duchy. I'll do those treasure plays for a second. So we'd be doing like squire, 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 duchy, gain carriage, gain treasure. This all seems fine. And then we'll see what we can do on the... that puts a bunch of squires in deck. That's a little gross. I could also just like province. So we do like squire, 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 duchy. Gain royal carriage, gain treasure, gain count. Let's try it out. Whoops. I did not have that many buys. That's fine. Gain carriage. Gain duchy. Gain count. Ghost. Ghost. Bat out copper. You're at the mercy of your turn. And I'm at the mercy of your turn. And you're at the mercy of my turn. So seeing the 2 squires there was not quite what we had in mind, but it's not exactly unexpected. It's probably actually okay. Well, we're sort of unlikely to draw, would be the problem. Yeah, you end up with a lot of those. It's not really a good thing. Yes, I could have expected him to come up with a lot of those. We'll see what I end up having to do. Kind of left everything at the mercy of draws, which maybe was really stupid. Oh well. I was supposed to come up with 3 extra points there, but I missed a buy, so I assumed that I had 4 buys when I clearly didn't. Very clearly didn't. And I kind of forgot how Ghost worked, and some other things. But other than that, could have done it on the non-Ghost turn. That might have been more intelligent. You're just point maximizing, which is what you should be doing, but it's kind of disappointing to sit through. So I guess we'll take 2 actions, 2 actions, 2 buys, 2 buys. I'm really underconfident in my ability to draw. I guess if I'm drawing, I only need 1 of the 2 actions. Give me 4 to start out. I'll be recruiting bats. Ideally a vampire would like shuffle. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. Jeez. Surely you just want to play treasure a bunch of times, gaining a bunch of stuff out of the trash and like triple provincing. That seems like the way to go. I don't think I could do anything about a triple province. Triple province, 2 duchies. Come on, you can do it. Gain silver, call, gain silver, call, gain silver. Empty the trash vault, silver. 3 provinces, 2 duchies, see what I can do. Fear. That's a bad one. Oh, whoops. Should be Hound. Locust, Trash Esquire. That's useful, actually. Quite useful, in fact. Alright, so target set. 2 buys. 2 buys. 2 buys. Hound. Okay. Hound. Okay. Let's call it. So we'll play Hound. Carriage down. Recruit a bat. Call. Recruit a bat. Recruiter. Recruit more bat. I'd really like to draw the end here. So let's do that. And I may have wanted to actually recruit a squire instead of a bat. That's alright. So 3 actions. This can go for... Actually, may I do the Hound play? I forgot that I could gain a silver. It would be that one. Alright, let's gain a silver. Can I triple province? 11, 14. I almost need to, don't I? So, like, each of the treasure plays is 4, 12, plus... What did I have before? 5. So 12. I'm going to need a lot more than I can get, I think. 12 plus 11 is 23. That's short. We'd have to hope for a hex out of vampire, like misery again, which I guess could happen. Alternatively, we can gain 5 duchies. That's 15 points, 28. I would only need 2 provinces. That's also not quite doable. Can do 4 duchies, 2 provinces, 2 vampire plays. There's also cemetery. Like if I do 2 provinces, let's see, that would be calling this once. Well, we're taking a copper. So 15. I call it again, I can get up to 19. Doesn't do me a whole lot. I think either way I'm looking at a problem. I can do 5 duchies that way. 4 duchies, an estate, 12, 13. Okay, this needs to go for coins, sadly. This can be gain copper. Oh, I may have been able to win gaining copper off count also. Anyways. Gain copper, gain duchy. Okay, so 2 provinces. Estate. That has to be all. Vampire, misery. Awesome. That will win. Yeah. That was probably not something that I deserve to win, but I'll take it. Alright, so that's the end of his. We'll go on to playing someone else, I guess. We'll see who. Memories. What is this board? This board is complete garbage. There's no plus buy. Oh, that means we're looking at what is our fastest way to get to consistently single colonying. It starts page Overlord. Overlord gets to be played a sentry a bunch. Consistency-wise, probably looking at Warrior for draw, which kind of stinks. I'm just going to keep buying Overlords. Yuck. Overlord misses, we may be having serious problems. Even if we see it here, we're playing it as Moneylender, I believe. Make sure the page doesn't miss. Now we get to play it as Sentry, though, which is what we want to be doing. Okay, and as Sentry again. Okay, 3 debt. Alright, well, we're winning the thinning wars. That's for sure. We're a tiny bit behind on the Traveler. That's not a huge deal unless we... Okay, Warrior flips. That's good. Let's take Page. It draws like King's Court, Warrior. That's not great, but you do want to be consistent. I don't like that last Overlord. What is that card? Cards doesn't really matter, does it? What can I actually do with this Overlord that's productive? I don't think anything. This card is in a state. Play Warrior, fine. Discard the Hero, that's good news. Alright. This Overlord can play a Sentry. Try to trash out the estate. I don't even know if I want to do that. Like, if I can get consistent without trashing out the estate, we're happy. Right. So, alternative is like, Soothsayer? Or, like, City would be. Also, drawing the Platinum is also kind of a goal here. Yeah, so that's not going to happen. We're just kind of stuck doing this. That's not too much silver. We can draw the silver. May as well. And buy Sentry, maybe Page. Page. Champion goes down this turn. Not feeling too terrible. It's more like things could be so much worse than they are. Okay. That's pretty strong incentive not to trash out the estate. So we won't trash out the estate. Or we will trash out the estate. Or we won't. We will. We won't. Last card is a warrior. Let's see what we can do keeping the estate around. This could play a soothsayer. What did you gain? You gained 1 page. Yeah, let's go soothsayer. Draw. Treasure hunter. This can be King's Court, and keep, exchange. And now we should be consistent to colony, or semi-consistent to colony. I do not need a hero, which is a good thing. So default keep that. We don't need to worry about it in the future. I kind of want to have the option of worrying about it in the future. Treasure Hunter would gain 2 silvers. That's not great. Hey, page. Why would you play them as pages rather than sentries? Just like, what? Can you draw that? Yeah, you can. You have a 3rd overlord. Just confusing. Like, you have to click more buttons at the end of your turn to make sure that you don't lose your overlords. And you bought a King's Court rather than a colony. Alright, we're feeling good now. This game needs a pair of silvers. What do I want to do with a pair of silvers? This can play as Soothsayer. This can play as Sentry. Draw gold, trash a silver. Draw gold, trash the other silver. Alright, and that makes it colony time, and we want to be keeping all of these. I'm not going to end up needing this estate. I'm second player, and I green first, so it doesn't do me anything. So we'll ditch it at the first opportunity. Yeah. Leaves an overlord on top. That sounds pretty good to me. Sentry. There's only really one reasonable option here. Platinum. Okay. I end up wanting to convert one of the warriors to a hero. Whatever. Giant doesn't do anything to me. Oh, you give up. Okay. Cool. Let's take a tiny little bit of a 1 or 2 minute break here. Click through some stuff. What's this? Oh, yeah. Those get sort of confusing. Let's get back to matching. Rubesty. Big bridge board. Except that there's also Mountebank and Soothsayer to ruin all your dreams. I guess we start out Chapel and something. You can get Guildhall if they think they're going to do Mountebank, so that's something. You can draw through enough that I won't know that you actually want to end up touching those. Start can be like Mountain Village Chapel, Bridge Chapel, probably Bridge Chapel. It would be really nice to get most of the mountain villages, but there is another pile of villages. Settlers are fairly easy to get through with Bridge, so not a huge problem if you don't. I guess we can start like Chapel Settlers Silver, actually. That might be better than the Bridge thing. If we get the 4 with the buy. And it would be really cool if you were to press start game. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here for 4 minutes watching nothing happen. And I have to try to keep you guys entertained. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Let's see. Oh, no, we have a game. Alright, so this will be Chapel Settler Silver. I think. What did you do? Just Chapel. Chapel Mountain Village. Okay. This is 6. This will be Mountain Village Settlers. Ooh, yuck. Chapel missed, so that's bad. But we'll be able to pick it back up with Mountain Village, so that's actually okay. Your Chapel missed? No, your Chapel did not miss. No, we won't be able to pick it back up with Mountain Village. Okay. Well, this is going a little bit poorly. I guess we just want a bridge right here. That seems fine. What are you looking at in hand? Not a whole lot. I guess this is going to be a bridge for you. It would be really nice to stop seeing Mountain Village in ways that don't help me. But we can take Bridge Mountain Village here. Yeah, that seems fine. I have a bit more money. Take the settlers for free. You want Mountain Village Bridge settlers, right? Settlers? Yeah, this bridge. I'd kind of like to trash out everything. Maybe I'll only trash out this estate. Buy a bridge. Like, I can draw all of it with Mountain Villages, I think. That may be really optimistic. It is really optimistic. I am not trashed down at all, so I am going to need Journeyman this turn. In a big sort of way. And I'm going to need to not lose bridges in a big sort of way. Taking mountain villages is a little interesting. I was kind of hoping to draw like a settlers, maybe. I guess I can pull the settlers. Sure. Okay, that actually ended up working out better. So I can take like Settlers Bustling Village Journeyman. That might be my best option. I don't really want to lose bridges big, but I don't know that I have much of an option not drawing. So let's do that. I could have a tracker. I don't think so. You see your journeyman. That's great. That's just great. Just great. We'll see what you end up doing here. If I don't see my journeyman, I probably just lose. I could imagine this being like 3 bridges in a bustling village. And then what do? I just lose next turn if you draw. Nope, you take Mountebank. I am saved. Name copper. To discard 2 coppers, so that was exciting. I'm gonna need to trash out copper, don't I? Really overplaying this bridge. Yeah. So if I trash out copper, what am I doing? What am I buying? Bridge. Sort of unsatisfactory. 2 bridges takes too much money, I think. I do have a bustling village down there, so that's a positive. Well, let's try it without trashing. And then we can go, like, bustling village journeyman bridge. Sure. Wow. So we're hoping that having more money is good. That's your radical concept, potentially radical concept of the day. I don't know whether to name Settler. No, I gotta name Copper, which means we do it first. I can do 6 buys, right? That puts it right on edge. Okay, so that's within range for a tie. I don't think that's actually going to be my best bet, though. I guess I can name Copper again. Okay. Yuck. Okay, so I need to trash here. So we're going to play 2 bridges. And we're going to trash some amount of cards. All those seems like a good amount of cards to trash. In my learned Dominion opinion. I want to buy Province. And that lets me do so. I want to buy something in addition to Province. I need to buy a Duchy in addition to a Province, so that does not let me do so. I need to have 9. 2, 5, 9. Because otherwise, on a perfect turn, you can play you can buy all these. You have 5 bridges and 1 pouch. So that's all. And yeah, with the mountebank, Province would be losing. So just Province would have a problem. Seven. Which leaves you again short. But still probably going to win this game. Because 3 provinces. Alright. That's completely understandable. And I'm going to have to figure out how I'm winning this game. And if that can happen without a dud over there. I don't think it can. And there's also the dud over here to consider that's gonna be coming because I have a lot more cards than I can actually draw. And at some point, stuff's gonna fall apart. 7 games. Theoretically, it could happen. If I draw perfectly. I have 7 games, no, I'm only at 6. Can't happen if I draw perfectly. Duchy, alright, fine. One out I have is that. Okay. One out I have is that you dud. A dud probably looks like doing virtually nothing. We would expect like 2 bridge plays out of it, probably not much. Let's take a province. And I think a duchy. Or maybe Mountain Village Bridge. Or Journeyman. Let's take a duchy and stop there. Yeah, this could be a problem. Find out if you're going to draw. Come on. Okay, you're going to draw. And you even discarded 2 provinces with it. That's exciting. I'm not sure that I need to watch you play the rest of this hand. I really don't need to see you play the rest of this hand. Click through a few things and then do a final game, or what I hope is a final game. Get something really high. Maybe unrealistic. Knock it down a little bit again. Maybe even a bit more. Whoop-de-doop. Who is it? Evil Bob 0. Alright. Well, this is Crossroads Junk Dealer to start, because it's a 2-5. You can do a little bit of drawing with Crossroads, Swashbuckler business. You probably can't draw well enough to just ignore Familiar. You can't trash well enough because it's Junk Dealer. But Gear Crossroads is semi-combo. Okay, you're gonna open Potion and I would guess Gear. I'm going to want a potion probably now. I guess I'm just going to take a Junk Dealer again, because 5. Crossroads Gear is actually going to be better draw than anything Swashbuckler can do. Though you may want Swashbuckler for the gold. Yeah, let's take a second Junk Dealer. Gets smuggled, oh well. Doesn't. This can be Potion. You're going to have a much harder time doing that than I have. Like, Smugglers is just going to take the Potion and I don't care. Let's trash Copper for now. Might even trash 2 coppers for now. And take Gear. If I say Gear Crossroads does nice stuff. Or second Crossroads. Let's do second Crossroads. 2 points out of it. Oh boy. Trash out junk dealer, buy familiar. Nah. We can do better than that. Let's trash out another copper, buy familiar. A little bit low on money. Okay, a lot low on money. But that's fine. This is all the money I want. For now. Last card is Junk Dealer. That is making me a little hesitant to trash out a copper here. So let's trash out an estate, and trash out Curse, and buy familiar. And here we're going to trash out the... Oh, you give up. Alright. I'm going to end on that because I'm getting tired and it's about time to end. So, see you all.